Okay, next topic is continuity. Okay, continuity of a function. Okay, now just simply at any point x equals to f, function is said to be continuous if limit is equals to f. Okay, if limit at x equals to a is equals to f a, then function is said to be continuous, otherwise not. Continuous, it means graph without break. Okay na? At a if there is no break, then function is continuous at x equals to a. See, like this one, if I draw any continuous graph, okay, suppose this is x equals to a, this is x equals to a, this is the value of function at x equals to a. Now check, this function is continuous or not at x equals to a. Function is y equals to fx. Obviously at x equals to a, graph is continuous na. Okay, so function is continuous at x equals to a in this graph. Okay, now how to check numerically? It means in mathematical form. How to check? By using formula. Simple. See, this is the value fa, value of the function at x equals to a. Okay, fa, this is fa. Just next value to fa is rhl. Okay, this is fa, this is rhl, and just previous value is lhl. Okay, now in this graph you can I can easily say that there is minor difference in the value of LHL, RHL and FA. Minor difference, it is like 0.00001, like this one. Okay, so small. So it means LHL is equals to RHL equals to FA, and this is the condition. Okay, to become continuous at any point x equals to a. Okay, it means value of limit is equals to FA. Actually in limit and continuity there is only one difference na. In limit we have formula that LHL equals to RHL. Okay, then limit is said to be exist. It means in limit FA doesn't matter. Okay, FA doesn't matter, but in continuity FA matters. Okay na, limit must be equals to FA. Okay, then it become continuous at x equals to a. Now see, any function fx is said to be continuous at x equals to a if limit x tending to a fx, it means value of limit at x equals to a is equals to fa. Okay, or LHL equals to RHL equals to FA, because limit is exists if LHL equals to RHL na. It means limit, this is the value of, if both are same, then limit extending to a fx is the value of LHL and RHL. Okay, so any function fx at x equals to a is said to be continuous if LHL equals to RHL equals to FA equals to finite also na. Okay, so if these three are equal, then simply function is continuous at x equals to a. Okay, now when you will get discontinuous function, okay na, if out of these three, okay, if any two are not equal, that function is discontinuous. Okay, I am writing by using graph. See, reason of discontinuity, reason of discontinuity. If there is a break, it means function is discontinuous. Okay, now see, suppose this is a. Now function is discontinuous at x equals to a na. Obviously at a there is a break, this is not continuous na in this interval. Okay, we want without break graph in immediate neighborhood of a and at x equals to a also. Okay, without break. So this is discontinuous at x equals to a. What is the reason? This is the LHL, just previous value at a minus h. Now this is LHL, and this one is RHL, this one is FA, this one is FA, this one is RHL, and this one is LHL. Okay na? LHL, FA, RHL. Now LHL is not equals to RHL, FA is equals to RHL, but all three must be same na. Here LHL is not equals to this value, this is LHL value, this one, and RHL this one. Okay, there is a gap. So LHL is not equals to RHL. It means if LHL is not equals to RHL, then you can say that function is discontinuous at x equals to a. It means if limit does not exist, then definitely function is discontinuous at x equals to a. First reason. Second graph. Now suppose limit exists. Suppose I am taking this graph at x equals to a, we have white hole. White hole, it means FA not exist. FA not exist. Now again this is not continuous at x equals to a, because this is break now. White hole, it means break. FA not exist. Okay. Now see here, FA not exist or not defined. This one is LHL, this one is RHL. LHL is equals to RHL. Limit exists. Okay, but this is discontinuous at x equals to a, because limit must be equals to FA na, but at this time FA is not there. If FA is not there, then also this one is discontinuous. Okay, so reason of discontinuity in this one is FA not defined. Okay, so if value of the function at x equals to a is not defined, then also function is discontinuous. Okay na? It means in this graph this one is equals to this one, but this value is not defined. Okay, if the value is not defined, then how can we say that both these three are equal? Okay, then discontinuous. And third one, if now sometimes you will get that FA exists, limit also exists, it means LHL equals to RHL, but limit is not equals to FA, then also function is discontinuous. See, suppose there is a white hole, we have value at a but not there. This is the value at a. Okay, now it means this is the value at x equals to a, this is FA, this one is LHL, this one is RHL. Okay na? This is FA, this one is LHL, this one is RHL. Now LHL equals to RHL, FA also exists, but value of LHL is not equals to, value of limit is not equals to FA. Okay, and similarly easily you can see na, at x equals to a, this is not continuous, there is a break na. After this one we have to move this one, then again this. Okay, so what is the reason? Limit x tending to a, fx is not equals to fa. Okay, so these are three main reasons for discontinuity. Okay, just simply function is said to be continuous at x equals to a if LHL equals to RHL equals to fa. It means limit is equals to fa. Okay. Okay. Sometimes na you will get questions such that there is no need to find LHL, RHL both. Directly we can find limit in case of indeterminate form. Okay, then just directly if it is given that function is continuous at x equals to a, or then directly equate limit at x tending to a equals to fa. Okay, write down. Okay, done. Okay. So for limit, what is the condition? At x equals to a, limit is said to be exist if LHL equals to RHL. Okay na? If FA exists or not doesn't matter. Okay, it means in limit FA doesn't matter, but in continuity FA also matter. LHL equals to RHL must be, but also this must be equals to FA. Okay, so write a question. Fx equals to x where x is less than 1, x square where x is greater than 1. check continuity of fx at x equals to 1. Okay, now condition for continuity is LHL equals to RHL equals to FA. Okay, now if you find LHL, what you will get? See, LHL is at x equals to A is 1, F1 minus H na, limit H tending to 0, F1 minus H is from this one, and this one you have to put na. Okay, because here 1 minus H, it means this is less than 1 na. Value of fx is equals to x if x is less than 1, and value of fx is equals to x square if x is greater than 1. Okay, and from where we have to see x? This one, this is the x na, any value inside f. Okay, if this one is less than 1, then this is the value. If this one is greater than 1, then this is the value. Okay, here this one is less than 1 na, less than 1, it means this is the value. Okay, so here x, at the place of x, what we have to put? 1 minus h. If you put h equals to 0, you are getting 1. Okay, similarly if you find RHL, also you will get 1. Okay, see RHL is limit h tending to 0 f a plus h 1 plus h. Now this is greater than 1. If x is greater than 1, then this is the value. Okay, put in this one, limit h tending to 0 1 plus h square. Okay, then h equals to 0 at the end, what we are getting? 1. So LHL is equals to RHL, but this must be equals to FA, it means F1. But see, what is the value at 1? This is when x is less than 1, this is when x is greater than 1. There is no value at 1. There is no value at 1, it means white hole at 1. It means FA not defined, F1 not defined. If F1 is not defined, then function is discontinuous, because FA must be exist. Okay, and equals to the. So directly there is no need to find LHL and RHL. Okay, na? That's why I am writing here. Directly I can say that F1 is not defined. Okay, therefore function is discontinuous at x equals to 1. Okay na? So what is the condition to become a continuous function? LHL equals to RHL equals to FA. Remember, FA must be exist. Okay, otherwise function is not continuous. Okay, write down. Okay, next. If possible, find value of lambda for which fx is continuous at x equals to pi by 2. Okay, function is given in this form. See, fx is equals to 1 minus sine x by 1 plus cos 2x, x is less than pi by 2, and value of fx is equals to lambda when x is equals to pi by 2, and value is equals to 2x minus pi by root 4 plus root 2x minus pi and minus 2 when x is greater than pi by 2. Okay, now see, if possible, find the value of lambda for which fx is continuous at x equals to pi by 2. Now we know that what is the condition to become continuous at x equals to pi by 2. That is simple. LHL equals to RHL equals to FA. A is pi by 2. It means LHL equals to RHL equals to F pi by 2. Okay. Okay, and this is the defined function value of fx. Actually we have three options for value of fx. Okay, now how to take value of fx? It means fx equals to this one if this x is less than pi by 2, fx equal to this one if this x equal to pi by 2, fx is equal to this one if this x is equal to greater than pi by 2. Okay, so for continuous we have to take it means if find the possible value of lambda if possible. Okay, then find the value of lambda. Okay, it means if you have any value of lambda such that for that value of lambda LHL equals to RHL equals to f pi by 2, then we can get answer. Okay na? Okay, now see, so 8x equals to pi by 2, find LHL, RHL and FA. LHL is limit h tending to 0 f pi by 2 minus h. Simple. Limit h tending to 0 f pi by 2 minus h. Now x, now which one we have to take, this one or this one? Simple. This x is less than pi by 2. Now pi by 2 minus h, it means less than pi by 2. If x is less than pi by 2, then this is the value. Okay, put in this one. If you put in this one, what you will get? 1 minus sine. At the place of x, what we are getting? Pi by 2 minus h by 1 plus cos. Okay, at the place of x, pi by 2 minus h, multiply with 2. Okay now, here we have 2x now, then pi minus 2h. Okay, now if you simplify this one, limit h tending to 0, sin pi by 2 minus theta is cos theta, 1 minus cos h by cos pi minus theta is minus cos theta. Okay, then 1 minus cos 2h. Now I want value of this one. If you put h equals to 0, at this time we are getting 1 minus 1, cos 0 equals to 1. Okay, cos 0 equals to 1. 1 minus 1 0, 1 minus 1 0, 0 by 0 form. So you can use L'Hopital. Okay, here now we want value of this limit now. So you have two method, by using L'Hopital or other by using standard formula. Okay, after simplification you can use standard formula also. If you are using L'Hopital, then directly differentiate this one. Derivative of cos is minus sign, then minus minus become plus, plus sin h. This one is with minus 2 sin 2h. Okay, again if you put h equals to 0, you will get sin 0 by sin 0, 0 by 0 form. Again differentiate, then you will get cos h by again cos 2h. Now you can put h equals to 0. So if you want to use L'Hopital, use 2 times. Okay, differentiate, then again you will get 0 by 0 form because sin 0 equals to 0 now. Then again differentiate, then at the end when you put h equals to 0, you will get answer as 1 by 4. Okay, but at this time I will use standard form. Okay, now after simplification you can use anything, doesn't matter. Okay, now see, limit h tending to 0, 1 minus cos h. Okay, actually I have standard form also for 1 minus cos h. Okay na, 1 minus cos h by h square, that is equals to 1 by 2. Okay, then I will use that one. Otherwise I can also use formula 1 minus cos h as 2 sin square h by 2. This is 2 sin square h. Then I can convert this one in terms of sin h by h, that is equals to 1. Okay, but directly we can write in terms of 1 minus cos h by h square. This is the standard form, that is equals to 1 by 2. Then here what we have, 1 minus cos 2h. I can also convert this one in terms of 1 minus cos h by h square. Okay, but here we have 2h, so here we want 2h square. Okay, now see, h square cancel out, it means equal, but here we have 2 square, so 1 by 4. Okay, now see, this is the standard form. So finite value of this limit now, finite value of this limit h tending to 0, 1 minus cos h by h square, standard limit 1 by 2. Okay, this is also same form but just opposite now. So this is equals to 1 by 1 by 2, it means 2. Okay, this is equals to 2 and 1 by 4. So answer what we are getting, 1 by 4. So LHL equals to 1 by 4. Okay, f pi by 2 is directly lambda. Okay, now I have to find RHL. Okay, see, RHL, limit h tending to 0 f pi by 2 plus h. Okay, this is the RHL. F pi by 2 plus h, limit h tending to 0 f pi by 2 plus h. Now see, x is greater than pi by 2. Pi by 2 plus h na. So x is greater than pi by 2. If x is greater than pi by 2, then this is the value. Okay. Now put in this one. Limit x h tending to 0. At the place of x, what we have to put? Pi by 2 plus h. If you put pi by 2 plus h here, multiply with 2, then what you will get? 2 pi plus, sorry, if you at the place of x, pi by 2 plus h, multiply with 2, then pi plus 2h, pi plus 2h minus pi, what you will get? 2h. Okay, by root over 4 plus, at the place of x, if you put pi by 2 plus h, multiply with 2 multiply with 2, then you will get pi plus 2h, pi cancel out, then plus root 2h. Okay, and minus 2. Now see, now again we want to solve this one. If you put h equals to 0, then we are getting 0 by 0 form, 0 by 0 form. So again you can use L'Hopital, but I will use simplification. Okay, rationalization, rationalize denominator. To rationalize this one, I am multiplying this one with this one plus 2 in numerator and denominator. So root 4 plus root 2h, okay, and plus 2, and root 4 plus root 2h plus 2. Okay, limit h tending to 0, numerator is as it is, root 2h, because we are rationalizing denominator na, root 4 plus root 2h, okay, plus 2. Now denominator is a minus b, a plus b, a square minus b square. Okay, a minus b into a plus b is a square minus b square. A square is 4 plus root 2h, b square is 4. 4 cancel out. At the end, what you will get? You will get only root 2h. Root 2h cancel out. Now there is no 0 by 0 form. Put h equals to 0. If you put h equals to 0, then what we are getting? This is 0. Root 4 is 2 plus 2, 4. Okay. Now LHL equals to 1 by 4. RHL equals to 4. Okay. Now choose any value of lambda, doesn't matter. These are not depend on lambda na. Okay. So for any value of lambda, LHL can't be equals to RHL. If LHL can't be equals to RHL, then there is no need to see FA, because all three must be same na. Here limit not exists. If limit not exists, then function is can't be continuous for any value of lambda. Okay. And also, okay, I am doing complete. I am finding f pi by 2. F pi by 2 is equals to lambda. Okay. Now for any value of lambda, these three value can't be equal. Okay. Suppose I am taking lambda equals to 4, then f pi by 2 is equals to RHL, but now this is not equals to LHL. If you are taking 1 by 4, then this one and this one equal, but not equals to 4. Okay. So not possible na. So this is continuous. Okay. For any value of lambda, LHL can't be equals to RHL. Okay. Therefore discontinuous. Function is discontinuous. Okay, it means there is no value of lambda for which function become continuous. It is given if possible. There is no possible value of lambda. Okay, write down. Okay, can I have? Okay, so next, find the value of A and B such that the function f(x) is equal to x plus a root 2 sin x, 2x plus 2x cot x plus b, and a cos 2x minus b sin x. This is for x from 0 to pi by 4. This is when x is from pi by 4 to pi by 2, and this is when x is from pi by 2 to pi. Okay. Find the value of a and b such that the function is continuous at x equals to pi by 4 and pi by 2. Okay. Now see, in question it is given that find the value of a and b such that the function f(x) is continuous at x equals to pi by 4 and pi by 2. Now there is no need to check for continuity. It is given that function is continuous at x equals to pi by 4 and at x equals to pi by 2. If function is continuous, then what we are getting? Then simple thing. If function is continuous at x equals to pi by 4, then I can say that LHL equals to RHL equals to f pi by 4. If this is also continuous at x equals to pi by 2, then again I can say that LHL equals to RHL equals to f pi by 2. Okay. And here we want two value a and b, so we want two condition. And for two condition, here we have two value of x. Okay, then no problem. So see, first at x equals to pi by 4. Now it is given at x equals to pi by 4. Function is continuous. If function is continuous, then LHL equals to RHL. Okay. Now see, LHL equals to RHL equals to FA. Value of fx equals to this one when x is 0 to just before pi by 4. It means x is less than pi by 4. If x is greater than or equals to pi by 4, greater than or equals to pi by 4 but less than pi by 2, then value of fx is equals to this one, and if greater than pi by 2, then this one. Okay. So when x is less than pi by 4, then this is the value. If x is equals to pi by 4 or greater than pi by 4, then this is the value. Okay. It means f of pi by 4 and RHL. RHL is the value of the function at pi by 4 plus h. Okay. So f pi by 4 and RHL both you will get from this one. So there is no need to find both. Okay. Actually compare out of LHL, RHL and f pi by 4, compare any two such that one we are getting from this one and other you will get from this one. Okay. So at x equals to pi by 4, from this one what you will get? X is less than pi by 4, it means LHL. If you compare all three, then also no problem. Okay, because RHL is always equals to f pi by 4. So I am comparing LHL from this one, and from this one what you will get? This is the value when x is greater than equals to pi by 4. Okay. If you are taking f pi by 4, also you will get from this one. If you are taking f pi by 4 plus h, also you will get from this one. Okay. So I am taking any one f pi by 4. Now if function is continuous at x equals to pi by 4, then obviously I can say that LHL equals to f pi by 4, also equals to RHL, but I want only any one equation. Okay. Now find LHL. LHL is limit h tending to 0 f pi by 4 minus h, and f pi by 4 is, now f pi by 4 simple, directly put x equals to pi by 4. If you put pi by 4, then 2x pi by 2, 2 into pi by 4 is pi by 2, cot pi by 4, cot pi by 4. Here if you put x equals to pi by 4, cot pi by 4 is 1 and plus b. Okay, this is the value of f pi by 4. Now f pi by 4 minus h. limit h tending to 0, x is, this one is less than pi by 4 now, so from this one, okay, x is pi by 4 minus h at the place of x na, plus a root 2 sine pi by 4 minus h, at the place of x we are putting pi by 4 minus h, pi by 2 plus b. Okay, now if you put h equals to 0, after simplification, actually this is the simplified form, we are not getting 0 by 0 or infinite by infinite or 0 into infinite, this is the finite value. Okay, so put directly h equals to 0 at the end. So I am putting h equals to 0, then what you will get, pi by 4 plus, if you put h equals to 0, sin pi by 4, sin pi by 4 is 1 by root 2, root 2 cancel out, a, okay, equals to pi by 2 plus b. So what we are getting, we are getting that a equals to pi by 2 minus pi by 4 is equals to pi by 4 plus b. This is the equation number 1. Okay, now if you equate RHL, then also value of RHL is pi by 2 plus b. Okay, so there is no need to find all three, because if you want to check that function is continuous or not at x equals to pi by 4, then we have to check all three. But at this time it is given that function is continuous at pi by 4. If continuous, then there is no need to check. Okay, take any two value which you want. Okay, one from this one and other from this one. Okay. Now, so first equation. Now we want another equation also, because we want two value now. Okay, now take next point at x equals to pi by 2. At x equals to pi by 2, now pi by 2 in both. Okay, now we want we have to select out of LHL, RHL, FA any two, such that one we are getting from this one, other we are getting from this one. LHL f pi by 2 minus h, from this one you will get LHL, and f pi by 2 also from this one. Okay, so out of LHL and f pi by 2 we will take any one. So I will take f pi by 2, because f pi by 2 is simple. Okay, and here x is greater than pi by 2, so RHL you will get from this one. Okay, now so RHL I have to take must be. Okay, so RHL and from this one f pi by 2. Okay, at x equals to pi by 2, RHL is equals to f pi by 2. Now RHL is limit h tending to 0, f pi by 2 plus h. Okay, and f pi by 2 is from this one, directly put x equals to pi by 2. If you put x equals to pi by 2, 2 into pi by 2 is pi. Okay, cot pi by 2, cot pi by 2 is 0 and plus b. So simply what we are getting, we are getting b. Okay, na, this is b. F pi by 2 plus h, x is greater than pi by 2. In this one, na, pi by 2 plus h comes in this interval. So put in this one pi by 2 plus h. Now see, limit h tending to 0, a cos, at the place of x, if you put pi by 2 plus h, multiply with 2, what you will get, pi plus 2h. Okay, here put pi by 2 plus h minus b sin pi by 2 plus h, and this is b. Okay, now finally put h equals to 0, because this is not indeterminate form, this is finite value now. Okay, put h equals to 0, what we are getting, cos pi is equals to minus 1. So minus a is there, h equals to 0, sin pi by 2 equals to 1, minus b is equals to b. So from this one we are getting that a is equals to minus 2b. Okay, equation number 2. Now from first and second, okay, by solving you can find a and b. Put a equals to minus 2b here, then minus 2b equals to pi by 4 plus b. Okay, minus b at the side, minus 3b equals to pi by 4, then b equals to minus pi by 12. Okay, this is the value of b. Okay, now you have b, now find value of a. Put b equals to minus pi by 12, minus cancel out, pi by 12 into 2 become pi by 6. So a equals to pi by 6. Okay, so now value of a is pi by 6 and value of b is minus pi by 12. Okay, write down. Okay, can I have? Okay ना. Okay, next, if fx is equal to 1 plus ax power 1 by x is less than 0, b when x is equal to 0, and x plus c power 1 by 3 minus 1 by x if x is greater than 0. Then find the value of a, b, c such that fx is continuous at x equals to 0. Okay, now what do you want? He is saying that find the value of a, b, c such that fx is continuous at x equals to 0. So again same thing, if function will be continuous at x equals to 0, if LHL equals to RHL equals to FA at x equals to 0, FA it means F0. Okay, so just find LHL, RHL and F0 at x equals to A. So at x equals to 0. Okay, first I am finding LHL. LHL is limit h tending to 0, f0 minus h, f minus h. Now this x is less than 0 now. If x is less than 0, then value of fx is c. This is minus h, h is positive, then minus h is negative. Okay, if x is less than 0, then this is the value. Put in this one. Limit h tending to 0, 1 at the place of x, if you put minus h, what you will get? 1 minus ah at the place of x minus h, then minus 1 by h. Now if you put h equals to 0, what we are getting? 0, 1. 1 by 0 is infinity. What you have? You have 1 power infinity form. Okay, and for 1 power infinity form we have formula. Okay, so use the formula na. So what is the formula? E power limit h tending to 0, fx minus 1, fx minus 1 is minus ah into gx, gx is minus 1 by h cancel out. Now what we are getting? Put h equals to 0, there is no h. Okay, so directly we are getting minus minus plus e power a. So this is the LHL, e power a is the LHL. Okay, now find RHL. RHL is limit h tending to 0, value of the function at a plus h, it means 0 plus h, it means fh. Okay, now see, limit h tending to 0, find fh. Fh, here x is greater than 0. If x is greater than 0, then this is the value. Put in this one. H plus c power 1 by 3 minus 1 by h. Okay, now see, if you put h equals to 0, what we are getting? If you put h equals to 0, we are getting c power 1 by 3, because this is 0, minus 1 by 0. Okay, now in denominator we have 0. Okay, now suppose if this is non-zero, if this is not equals to 0, then non-zero by 0 is infinity, and RHL can't be infinity. If limit become infinity, then there is no continuity, then limit does not exist now. Okay, so this can't be infinity. Infinity can't be the answer now for any value of fa or fb also. Okay, so it means this must be 0 by 0 form. Only then we can use any method of removing indeterminacy, or we can solve this limit. Okay, if this is non-zero, then directly we are getting value equals to infinity. That is not possible. Okay, so this must be 0 by 0 form, and this will be 0 by 0 form if c equals to 1. If c equals to 1, then 1 power 1 by 3 is 1, 1 minus 1 is 0, then you will get 0 by 0 form. Now then I can solve this one by using L'Hopital or by using any other method. Okay, so it must be 0 by 0 form. So when we are putting h equals to 0, here we are getting 0 c power 1 by 3 minus 1 by 0. So c must be equals to 1, then you will get 1 minus 1 0. Okay, c must be equal to 1. So we are getting c equals to 1. So value of c, okay, automatically we are getting s1. Now put c equals to 1, limit h tending to 0, c equals to 1, then we are getting 1 plus h power 1 by 3 minus 1 by h. Okay, now you can use L'Hopital or expansion also. Okay, I will use expansion. Now see, limit h tending to 0, 1 plus nh, binomial expansion now, 1 by 3 h plus n minus 1 by 2 factorial h square. Okay, minus 1 by h, 1 cancel out. Now take common h cancel out and put h equals to 0. Take common h from numerator, then h cancel out and put h equals to 0. What you will get? Finally you will get value as 1 by 3. Okay, RHL equals to 1 by 3. Okay, now FB. And F0. Here can I write before LHL, RHL and F0, and F0 equals to B. At x equals to 0, value of fx is equals to b. Okay, so find the value of ABC so that function is continuous at x equals to 0. So at x equals to 0, LHL equals to RHL equals to F0. LHL is e power a, RHL is 1 by 3 and F0 is b. Okay, so b equals to 1 by 3, e power a equals to 3, take logarithm 1 by 3, take logarithm a equals to log of 1 by 3, okay, with the base e. Then 1 by 3 can be written as 3 power minus 1, then a equals to minus log e 3. Okay, b equals to 1 by 3. Okay, and c equal to, where is the value of c? 1. Okay, so these are the value of a, b and c. Write down. Simple now. Okay. Can I have? Okay, next. A function satisfy the following property: fx plus y equal to fx into fy. Okay, show that the function is continuous for all value of x if it is continuous at x equals to 1. Okay. Now question is, a function satisfy the following property fx plus y equals to fx into fy. Now we have to prove that this function is continuous for any value of x if this is continuous at x equals to 1. Now first I have to assume that function is continuous at x equals to 1. Okay, now from that you will get something, and by using that something we have to prove that function is also continuous at every point if this is continuous at x equals to 1. Okay, now see, let function is continuous at x equals to 1. Now if function is continuous at x equals to 1, therefore LHL equals to RHL equals to F1. Okay, this is the condition of continuity. LHL is limit h tending to 0, F1 minus h. RHL is limit h tending to 0, F1 plus h equals to F1. Okay, now see, limit h tending to 0. Now what we are getting this one now, and also it is given that function satisfy this property. Okay, so fx plus y equals to fx into fy. So I can write this one as fx plus y. Y is minus h. So I can write now this one f1 plus minus h. Then f1 plus minus h is f1 fx into fy. Fy is minus h. Okay, equals to limit h tending to 0, fx plus y equals to fx into fy. By using this property I am writing, okay na, fx plus y is equals to fx into fy equals to f1. Now see, in every term we have f1, so f1 cancel out. So what we are getting? We are getting that limit h tending to 0 f minus h equals to limit h tending to 0 f h equal to 1. Okay, this one we are getting from this given thing. Okay, now I have to prove that this function is continuous for all value of x. Anytime if you want to prove that function is continuous at every point, then assume a unknown general point. Okay, unknown general point you can take c, k, lambda like this one. Okay, belongs to R. Let k belongs to R. K belongs to R, it means k is any real number. Okay, if I prove that function is continuous at k, then function is continuous for any real number. Okay, I am taking unknown real number now. This is the method. Now LHL. LHL is limit h tending to 0, f k minus h. Okay. Now I have to prove that LHL equals to RHL equals to fk. Okay, so limit h tending to 0. Now I can, by using this one I can write this one fk minus h as fk into f minus h. Now we know that fk is not depend on h. Fk not depend on h na, so outside. Okay, then what we have remaining? Limit h tending to 0 f minus h. Limit h tending to 0 f minus h equals to 1. Okay, so fk into 1 is equals to fk. So we are getting LHL equals to fk. Now RHL. RHL is limit h tending to 0 fk plus h. Again limit h tending to 0, fx plus y is equals to fx into fy. Now again fk not depend on h, so I can write outside. Then what we are remaining? Limit h tending to 0 fh. Limit h tending to 0 fh equals to 1. So fk into 1 is fk. Now what you are getting? We are getting that LHL equals to fk, RHL equals to fk. Therefore we are getting that LHL equals to RHL equals to fk. Okay, so function is continuous at k. If function is continuous at k, k is belongs to R. It means function is continuous for every real number. Okay, function is continuous for every real number. Okay, so these are some questions based on continuity. In next lecture we will take theorem on continuity. Okay, continuity in interval. Limit is only defined for at a point, but you can talk about the continuity for an interval also. Okay, so remember that limit is said to be exist if LHL equals to RHL, but function is said to be continuous at x equals to a if LHL equals to RHL equals to FA. FA must be exist. In limit, FA exists or not exist doesn't matter, but in continuity it matters. Okay, remaining we will take next class. In next class.